Okay, go ahead.
There's a toggle switch right here.
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's in the 1 position.
Mm-hmm.
You would switch it over to the 0, and that will. When you flip that off, you have to wait about, I'd say about a minute or 2.
Okay.
A minute, usually, and then I would say wait 2 minutes, and then you would flip off the DC switch. Basically, that allows the DC power on the top to kind of drop before we can actually disconnect it, basically. Otherwise,
Okay.
it'll be still voltage coming through, and then you just
Give it some time, yeah.
Yeah, let me look at the app actually, because it will tell me where it's at. And
So just turning that toggle switch you had, it just. What it does is actually how I say it. It drops the voltage and currents off the circuits.
From the roof, basically the DC circuit.
It shuts it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It drops the voltage down to like 30 volts.
Gotcha.
Unlock the van in.
I don't know why it's not. I gotta reconnect. Oh, I know why, because I walked all the way over there and my phone disconnected from the inverter.
Okay.
So. Look. Yeah.
How much feet do you want of this THH10?
Do you have 500-foot rolls?
We only have it in black. I looked up, I don't see on the shelves.
No. If they have 500-foot rolls, it'll be fine. If we can get those. Yeah. 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 Find out if they have the 500-foot rolls of each. If they don't, then we'll have to figure something else out. Okay. Right. Sorry.
That's okay. I know the time to dissipate the voltage.
Yeah. Problem is, I didn't realize my phone was disconnected, so I couldn't see. But I think it's fine. Like it usually drops within a minute or 2.
Yeah, it's been 2:30 right now on the video.
Okay. So I'm sure the voltage is safe. So what you would just disconnect this here, and then you would go to the breaker for the solar, which is here. No, it's in here, which you don't really have to. Because basically what you do, it reboots it basically.
Gotcha.
You won't have to really shut it off.
So to get to the breaker in there, I have to take the actual.
You would have to take this
the cover off.
I mean, I can just take it off now. But there's a breaker in here. This is a number 4. Oh yeah, it's right here. So there's a little tool right here.
Yeah.
That's to undo all this.
Gotcha.
Obviously, if you want to do it faster, you can do it. Just got to be careful not to strip it. You're putting it on. There's a breaker right here, this blue one right here. That kills the power for the solar.
Gotcha.
So just kill that right there. Just pull that down. That's if you need to reboot it.
Okay.
Which you shouldn't have to, but if you do need to, that's the way to do it.
Gotcha.
So at that point, all these LED lights that are right here, those will all go out basically.
Gotcha.
Right now it's all out, and none of them are blinking or on.
Okay.
All right. So once you turn it, so when you want to reboot your system, usually you want to wait about a minute or so. They say wait about 30 seconds to a minute, and then turn it back on.
Yeah.
So maybe another like 10 to 15 seconds. That's what they recommend. I've always done it faster.
Okay.
On. See, the lights are coming on. All of them are on right now. So at that point, you would go in the backwards order. So you would flip this on first, and then the toggle switch.
Gotcha.
Shutting off would be toggle switch, the DC switch, and then the breaker.
Gotcha.
All right. to the 1 position.
Gotcha. What's
And
the?
at that point, it takes. What's that? The P.
Yeah.
P is the. It's basically pairing to my phone. So if I want to connect my phone to it, it sends a Wi-Fi signal out.
Okay.
That way I can reconnect to it. But for a person that's just turning it on, you don't need to do that pairing part.
Gotcha.
You just flip it to the 1.
Okay.
And the reboot takes about maybe 5 minutes in total, as far as turning it on. It has to check and make sure the optimizers and check the grid and everything. So it's about I'd say about 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes.
And I can always check it on my app to make sure it comes up and all that.
Yeah, and you can always just, like after you turn it on, you can always go back to your app and see that it's actually producing watts and everything.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
And as far as the battery concern.
Battery?
Yeah.
You can always, when you're rebooting it, it shouldn't matter. You can leave the battery on.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to do a complete shutdown, I would shut off the battery after you shut the inverter off. And then when you turn the battery, when you're turning the system back on, you would turn the battery on first before you turn on
The inverter.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the inverter.
That way, the inverter can recognize that the battery it's still there.
All right. So
without it on, it won't. With this system on, it will try to sense all the devices, and without that on first, then it won't be able to detect it.
So would you recommend doing the inverter and the battery, and then go to the breaker here?
So turning off the system, inverter.
If I was doing a complete.
In that order.
Yeah.
And then turn off the battery.
So the battery's
when you
last.
turn on the system, you want to turn on the battery, and then turn on the breakers individually.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in the basic kind of the opposite order.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.